Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. Today I'll be doing a deck profile on LordKnightMon, which I recently just won undefeated in True Champ Gaming's Discord. It was a 38-man tournament, so it went actually 5 rounds, potentially 6. I went undefeated, won some of my games, but I did drop definitely rounds against Purple and Gabubon a few times. But let's just go over the deck. So first off, also thanks for stopping by. Be sure to like and subscribe to keep the channel going. So the first one are the eggs. We're gonna go double Coromon. Personally, I just think the egg is really good still. With the amount of aggression that there is early, you'll get tier 2k actually 3 life pretty often compared to Pikmon. Sometimes having 3 Digimon is actually a liability with the new Rattlestar and Red Reamer. So you kind of have to pick your battles. I like to just have my options open to me and not depending on one particular way each time. Okay, so that will be for the Digitama. Next one, we got the rookies. We got 4 Pulsemons. Pretty much the draw power of the deck. Playing it for free to draw, playing it for free to gain memory off of Lord9 effect or Angel Woman effect is just really broken, as you guys know from pretty much BT5. I had a lot of good memories. I'm pretty sure you guys didn't, but LordKnightMon was my favorite deck, so that's why I wanted to continue playing her. Okay, pretty standard. Then next card's pretty standard too. 4 Starmons. Card's so good. Usually is a +1 because you get a body. Typically kill something, and then when you play it for free, I mean, what else could I ask for? Free removal. Next one's gonna be 4 Bushi. Bushi per game. Mario said it plenty of time. I've said it plenty of times, and the card is just so good not to have pretty much that insane tempo turn, or just to finish them off with your blinding rays, or going if they give you too much memory boost because they have to deal with your LordKnightMon. If they give you too much memory, the Bushi can just get in there and potentially go for game. Next one, we have 2 Kotemon. A lot of controversy about this card, but honestly, I think it's really good. It definitely gets you what you need, as long as you play it at the right time. Like, you're not gonna play this compared to Digivolving it if you have like a Lord Knight and a Knightmon already in your hand. Oh, and the crazy thing is the reptile can also get Dynasmon because it says Warrior, Holy Warrior, which Dynasmon is a Holy Warrior. So nice, really nice card. Oh, also, yeah, I play Dynasmon. Spoiler, sorry. And the last rookie we have is Lucemon. Right now, especially with how aggressive decks are, this card is so good. The fact that you get a recovery, potentially play it for free with Lord Knight, and the fact that when you attack, it's a 10k big body is huge right now. Right now, the 8k is about the cap because you got 8 Mons, you got, who is it? That's 8k, what's it called? You got Lady Devies, you got a lot of things like that. So that 10 extra 2k to get over, really good. Yeah, I mean, and actually this is quite relevant. That 13, plays, I mean, it doesn't play around Iron Fist Onslaught. However, if you have like a different level 6, like say the Dynasmon, and you swing with Angel Woman effect recover, now he's a shield for your Dynasmon, which, trust me, people don't like Dynasmon. That card is really annoying when you play against aggressive tempo decks. Next one, we'll move on to champions. So that's 15 rookies. We'll go into the champions next. 4 Pidomon, 1 to choke, 1 to play a blocker on a rookie that you potentially play for free. It's just a really good card. Partly why I like yellow so much right now is its ability to choke and its memory efficiency. Next one will be, dude, the fucking GOAT. 8mon. Dan Vang, he opened my eyes to this after he won that regionals. I talked to him about the card a little bit, and he just says, like, honestly, this is an MVP. 8k literally gets almost everything over everything in security unless it's something significant, like a 6k or like the random Lady Devi that you that when you play against purple. But like, there's other 8Ks, don't get me wrong, but like this guy swings over Savior. So pretty much every Jessamon deck, unless you hit a Jessamon or Omnimon, you're fine. Also, yes, they do have removal, but you know, you guys get it. 8K, 2 cost to Evo, just a boss. Like, he's such a card. And lastly, Unimon. Unimon's pretty standard. 6K blockers to get over the Huckmon ability, or sorry, Bao Huckmon. Also, in the weird decks that play Shoutmon, that gets her over it as well. Yeah, honestly, Unimon's always been really good. Pretty staple blocker. The deck does run 7 blockers because obviously you guys know how many aggressive decks are there. That's it for the champions. Pretty standard. It's definitely okay to play Gladdy as well. I personally just don't like the card. Everything about it is nice in my stats, like the 4-drop, 4K DP is fine. I mean, it does die to Geo, but it's like the 4 cost is what makes it great. But it's just the same problem. Like, you don't need it, but yeah, pretty standard as well. We got the 4 Knightmons. You really don't need to explain how good this card is, but getting free level 5s to be dropped with an insanely good on-play ability, like, you're just, like, they're gonna be rookie rushing you or like going for their bonds and stuff while you're just swarming with level 6s. That's why I think LordKnightMon is so good. The next, I only played 2 of the Angelwoman. Very good card. I wish I could have more space for more, to be honest. It's so versatile. The on-play Digivolve can like save your life, especially if they're like playing Hexblow and stuff like that, where they can unsuspend. Dude, giving that guy -2, or even on a Zulongmon, like just taking away all his extra security checks for that turn just to save you. Really good card. And obviously the Inherit is so broken. You can pretty much play any of your rookies. Yeah, any of your rookies when you're at 3 life or left. So yeah. Next one is a controversial one, Sirenmon. Personally, I love the card. I think it's really good to just slam sometimes, like sometimes against black when they have their big removals, Ultimate Flare. Slamming this down feels great because if they de-digivolve your Lord Knight, you're fine because you're gonna stop at level 5. The 2 cost Evo is why I honestly do love the card. There's so many times my opponents have put me to like 3, and then I can just give them 3 by going straight up a whole line, by going 1 Pedo, 2 Siren, and then 4 LordKnightMon. So put them at 3, and I'm like, I have a LordKnightMon next turn, so what you gonna do? It's so good. I tried with the World Growls. It's just not my card. It's so good. I know how good it is. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, I don't play World Growl. I just feel like Knightmon does the job. Yeah. All right, let's move on to the big boys. The wonderful LordKnightMon herself. This has been my favorite card for a while now, and not in terms of not card itself, because the art's okay to me. I like the other art, but what I was saying is that the card itself, the effect, has done so much for me in my Digimon tournaments that I just can't help but put a special place of her in my heart. So that's why I wanted to try her in BT6, and yeah, it's been working out. Next one is going to be 2 Sakuyamons. Basically counter to Bond decks or Jessamon. It's pretty good. Sometimes it could save you if you have like no life and their plan was to come up from raising and kill you. As long as they don't have a like a logo or something, you should be fine. Sakuyamon's pretty good. And then lastly, for the level 6s is Dynasmon. Dynasmon, once you put her out there, she's just a really annoying wall, but honestly, her Digivolving ability is so powerful. It's a look at 6 and put 2 Digimon level 6 and lower to your hand. Like, any kind of broken hand you had, like say you had no level 4s, if you don't see them in 6 cards, well, that sucks. But the other thing that's great is like you just got 6 cards off the top of your deck that you didn't need because you need the level 4. Or like the thing that does, the one when you do mill it, it does suck is Valder, because yeah, you can't run more than like 2 or 3 Valders, and then losing one off of a Dynast hurts. Like, but you know, it's the risk you take to have this like wall. I barely ever swing unless it's for a game, or like unless I know I'm putting pressure and it's safe, or if she dies, it's not the end of the world for me. Or he dies, I'm sorry. I can't tell. They have so much armor. They're all Power Rangers to me. They're awesome. That's all I can say. Let's move on to the options. Or I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, talking about the guy himself, Valder. Still amazing card. Sometimes when they slam those big boys and they're like, hopefully he doesn't have it, and you slam it down, damn it, he had it. That's how it feels sometimes. Okay, now these are going to be my Tamers. I play 2 TKs. Yeah, I know. Go ahead, say it. 2. 2 is enough. Like, it's always been enough for me personally. Shout out to Tisby. He's my pretty much like offline training partner / friend that we've talked about the game a lot. And 2 to us feel fine, because once you get one, you really don't want to see this one again. It can actually screw you over in security. I've seen games where the guy said, oh, there's no way I'm going to win anyway. And he digivolves into, like, he swings and then pops the TK, which grabs the Valder. And then the guy lost. I think it was Medbay, I remember, because I was like, oh my God, this Imperial just got away with a victory. And then he went Lobo for game, and which shouldn't have happened, but TK screwed him over. Yeah, I remember watching that. That was really rough. Me being a yellow player, that hurt, because our Blue's aggression is tough. So that's my reasoning. I just think 2 is fine. If you don't see it, the deck doesn't really need it, because you're so efficient with memory. You do want it, but you don't need it. And when you learn to play without it, I think that's when I became a little bit better. And then, god damn, this card is so good. Yellow Memory Bruce. Like, hey, did we need any more searchers? Like, we have Kote, we have practically TK as a searcher, and then we have Dynasmon. But it's just so good. It's like Blinding Ray. When the delay is like Blinding Ray, it's like, yeah, you know I have it, and it's like you have to answer it with Ghazi or whatever that they're playing. And if they don't, that's fine. But also, it baits those out. So if they bring it out, you kill it early instead of a pivotal turn that's like game changing. But yeah, I'm used to playing 3 Blinding Rays, but I changed 2 of them into that. And I still want to play the one of, because the reason why Blinding Ray to me is so powerful is your opponent may not play around it. If I telegraph that I have Memory Boost, they already know they're going to need a Ghazi or something like that in the future. But sometimes they might not play it right away. But with this on the board, they might play it just because they see it and they want me to deal with the Ghazi, which in yellow, to be honest, is really easy. So it's not really, I don't really care. And the last is the 1 removal spell, Spiral Masquerade. So this card's kind of iffy. Wyvern's Breath is definitely a safer bet. I wanted to test this out because there's a lot of games where the board would get out of control a little too much, and I couldn't answer it because they wouldn't attack or something. So I would just play this, get rid of like 2 or 3 Digimon, and I'd be chilling, because then I wouldn't be in like a kill zone. Kill range. So the fact that you can kill multiple Digimon, I think what I value a little bit more than the Wyvern's Breath. And the 4 cost is just amazing. 4 cost is my favorite cost, because I talk about this a lot, but like, you rarely can push your opponent past 3. I mean, there are times when you're at 0 and you play it, of course, but giving them that 1 extra memory, it's not the end of the world when you just destroyed their board, and then you can, go ahead, go up into your big boy and raising, because like, I'm just gonna win next turn with boost for game. All right, well, that's the deck. I really hope you guys liked it. Just, again, give me a like, give me a sub, and I'll keep the content going. Peace.